Today, we're diving into the much-anticipated Apple iPhone 16. With AI features and a brand new capture button, there's plenty to talk about. But is it worth the expected price tag of $800, $900? Let's break it down and see if the iPhone 16 is truly a step forward or just another minor upgrade. Design and display. Apple has stuck with a similar design for the last few years, but the iPhone 16 introduces some subtle yet noteworthy changes. The most noticeable is the camera module. Apple is pushing towards spatial video, which requires the cameras to be aligned vertically. This change means the large square camera bump is gone, replaced by a more streamlined module, though it might cause some wobbling when laid flat. Another exciting addition is the capture button, positioned on the same side as the power button, but lower on the frame. This pressure-sensitive button allows for easy control of the camera. You could even use swipe gestures to adjust camera settings, making it a handy tool for photography enthusiasts. However, the overall size and weight of the iPhone 16 remain nearly identical to last year's model, with a 6.1-inch display and weighing just over 170 grams. Disappointingly, the display refresh rate sticks to 60 Hz, which might feel sluggish compared to other flagship phones. The display retains the OLED panel with 2556 x 1179 pixels resolution, a 20:9 aspect ratio, and the dynamic island front camera cutout. Rumors suggest an increase in maximum brightness, which could enhance the viewing experience. The iPhone 16 will likely be available in several colors, including black, blue, white, green, and pink. Camera. The iPhone 16 camera setup brings a few upgrades, with the main camera expected to be a 48-megapixel sensor. The ultra-wide camera is also getting an upgrade with a wider f/2.2 aperture, compared to the f/2.4 on the iPhone 15, which should improve low-light performance. A significant addition is the macro control feature, which allows for close-up shots with great detail. This feature was previously exclusive to the Pro models, so it's a big deal to see it trickle down to the standard iPhone 16. The capture button, mentioned earlier, adds another layer of convenience for photographers. It's expected to work with the native camera app and third-party apps, offering a seamless shooting experience. Performance. The iPhone 16's performance is powered by the A18 Bionic chip, which is built on the 3nm N3E process. This chip promises improved efficiency, reducing battery drain and heat while delivering more power. Early benchmark results suggest a significant performance boost, but real-world usage will be the true test. Base storage starts at 128 GB, with 256 GB and 512 GB options available, all supported by 8 GB of RAM. This RAM boost is necessary for Apple's new AI features, collectively known as Apple Intelligence. Software. The iPhone 16 will run on iOS 18, which brings a host of new features under the Apple Intelligence umbrella. These include a more natural and capable Siri, contextually aware AI, and a cleanup tool in the Photos app. Additionally, users can expect a new image-generating app, text correction rating from a recent model like the iPhone 15 or iPhone 15 Pro. The iPhone 16 doesn't offer a groundbreaking upgrade, and the key features, like Apple Intelligence, are coming to the iPhone 15 Pro as well. However, if you're looking for slightly better battery life, potentially faster charging, or the new capture button, the iPhone 16 might still appeal to you. It's a well-rounded phone, but it's not a must-have upgrade unless you're coming from a much older iPhone model. That's it for today. What are your thoughts on the iPhone 16? Is it worth the upgrade? Let me know in the comments section below. As always, see you in the next video. In just a few months' time, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will succeed the iPhone 15 Pro Max and take on the mantle as the best and most advanced iPhone out there. Although there's plenty of time until September and a lot can change, we seem to know a lot about the upcoming top iPhone model based on rumors and leaks. How is the iPhone 16 Pro Max shaping up against its predecessor? What's changing and what's staying the same? Let's see how the iPhone 16 Pro Max shapes up against the current best iPhone Apple has in its roster. First up, let's talk about design and size. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will inherit the same design language as the iPhone 15 Pro Max, employing the same titanium frame with a completely flat screen. The major difference between the iPhone 16 Pro Max and the iPhone 15 Pro Max will be size. The upcoming iPhone screen will grow to 6.9 inches across, a significant bump over the iPhone 15 Pro Max's 6.7-inch display. To achieve this, they're likely shrinking the bezels down even further and making the phone itself slightly larger overall. As per the rumors, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will measure 163mm in height and 77.58mm in width versus 159.9mm and 76.7mm for the iPhone 15 Pro Max, respectively. A small but notable change, all things considered. The iPhone 15 Pro Max debuted with an action button instead of a mute switch and a USB Type-C port at the bottom, so those two features will be carrying over to the newer model as well. However, the iPhone 16 series will be scoring another button, dubbed the capture button. Colors-wise, the iPhone 15 Pro Max was available in 4 understated and titanium-inspired colors. We've heard that Apple might use another titanium processing technique that will make the iPhone 16 Pro Max glossier and also more capable of retaining colors. Moving on to display differences. As mentioned, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will come along with a significantly larger display, measuring at 6.9 inches across. Aside from the size, we don't clearly expect any other major changes. We're certainly getting a liquid Retina XDR display with an OLED panel delivering superb colors, contrast, and exceptional maximum brightness. The screen will support 120Hz ProMotion refresh rate, making scrolling through the interface and on-screen content way smoother. Now let's delve into performance and software. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will feature a second-generation 3nm chip, possibly dubbed Apple A18 Pro. As one can imagine, we expect that the Apple A18 Pro will have better performance than the Apple A17 Pro. Due to the heavily rumored focus on AI for both iOS and the iPhone 16 range, we expect that the iPhone 16 Pro Max will come with a much improved neural engine to take care of all the generative AI features. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will also be a first to debut iOS 18 with a focus on artificial intelligence features. The new iPhone 16 Pro Max will also support faster Wi-Fi 7 and a more power-efficient 5G modem, keeping you future-proofed on the connectivity front. Let's talk about the camera. As the iPhone 15 Pro Max delivers a host of important camera features, chief among which is the new 120mm telephoto lens, the iPhone 16 Pro Max could finally address one of the forgotten cameras that hasn't recently scored any significant overhauls, the ultra-wide. Analyst Ming-Chi Kuo believes that Apple will be introducing a 48-megapixel ultra-wide camera on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. When it comes to audio quality, iPhone Pro Max devices are always up there with the best, setting the benchmarks for all other manufacturers to measure up against. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will be no exception. The same generally applies to haptics too. iPhones are arguably the best devices when it comes to haptic feedback, giving us precise and accurate vibrations that are sufficiently strong yet not overpowering. Lastly, battery life and charging. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will reportedly feature a much larger 4,676 mAh battery compared to a 4,422 mAh battery in the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Charging-wise, we haven't heard anything about a potential charging speed increase, but we hope to see one on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. So far, the iPhone 16 Pro Max is shaping up to be a logical improvement to the iPhone 15 Pro Max, delivering key upgrades in important areas like screen size, performance, AI, and battery life. Thus far, we haven't heard anything particular about a potential price increase, so it's safe to assume that the iPhone 16 Pro Max will start at $1,199 for the 256GB version. Of course, if there's an iPhone 15 Pro Max in your pocket, then you'll probably have few reasons to upgrade to the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Stay tuned for more updates on the iPhone 16 Pro Max as we get closer to its release date. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the latest tech news and reviews. Thanks for watching. Until next time.